filming?
Yes.
Oh, you have to tell me, don't
Oh,
I?
I was waiting for you to start.
That's okay. So, we're gonna talk about something that is not technical because this is not something people teach online so much. You won't see a video about this on YouTube, for instance. So this video is about creativity based on David Lynch. And David Lynch, when he was asked like how he plans a movie, how he thinks about a movie, he basically imagines himself and there's a door, and then behind the door there's a room like this. And the way he likes to imagine his ideas is that you have to think about like what you want to create as if it was into another room where the door was closed. So you kind of know that it's there. You kind of know what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it is about, but you don't really see it. It doesn't really exist. It's like elsewhere. And when it comes to music, it's the same thing for me. When I think about making a song, I imagine something on the other room. This is supposed to be a cloud. I know it looks like a sponge or something, but that's kind of like, you can imagine that this is a song. This is me, Feek, or JP. I prefer JP actually. So I'm thinking about this in the other room and the door is closed and I imagine my song. I can put ideas into it. Like I could think that I want to create a warm song, I want to create a percussive song, a dance music song, whatever it is. Like I have these qualificative, and this is like just an idea. And then when you walk towards the door and you start opening it, what happens is you start seeing more of that idea. And that, metaphorically speaking, it's kind of like when you open your music software, when you open your machines, and then things start to be more like you kind of just like open softwares and place things and stuff. Then your project looks like that. But this project is still abstract and you're working on it. And now as a producer, what you need to do is you need to fit this in there. And you see that it kind of fits. And for a lot of people, and including myself, our technical ability to reproduce that idea into this box is about this. Meaning that there's a part of this that is not humanly possible. You can't really do exactly what you have. You can't exactly reproduce the beauty that you have inside. You can imagine as much as you want, but you can't. And a lot of people, like, they come to me and they think like, oh, I have such good ideas, but I can't make them. And I'm like, well, everyone has nice ideas and no one can make them. And this is like, when you make music, you kind of want to be in this zone here and have like half of that idea fit in there. Meaning that you have to let go of the control of where you're going with all this. And when you start like giving away the control, then what happens is you feel more in the zone and you feel like your cloud here fits in here. And so on the other room here, that is the listener. The listener doesn't have to go through the door, doesn't have to go through all that bullshit. That listener will listen to this. And all of that is not there in the listener's mind. What the listener listens is this part. And to him, that part is usually more than perfect. And there's a lot of songs that were amazing, but technically really bad, but because the idea was really good, it lasted as a masterpiece through time. It was timeless. That's because whoever made it didn't try to fit like the entire box here and was more interested in fitting this into there. And when I teach mixing, when I teach technical stuff, like a lot of people teach you all the technicality and it's like very precise, very sharp. And you can be really, really technical with music. You can be extremely meticulous. But if your main idea is shit, you're polishing a turd. And what the listener will be hearing is just a square box without the soul. So you want all that to be happening. That's it.